What's up everyone, and welcome back to Kickboxing. For this segment, we're going to get started with a warm-up, practice some of the basic punches we covered in 1 and 2, and now we're going to start some slow and controlled kicking. So it's going to get a lot of isometric work on the obliques, the outer hips, the quads, the hip flexors, and the glutes. So slow and controlled today, and then for the next session, we'll take these kicks that we learned under control and put them into full-blown combinations. Let's get started. Okay, let's get this warm-up going. Start off some jumping jacks. Nice big range of motion. Ready? And big, legs nice and wide. Arms way up over your head. Taking some deep breaths. Good, now take those feet front to back. Arms stay exactly the same. Feet shuffle in front to back. And back side to side. One more time, front to back. And go right to your boxer shuffle. You're stepping and tapping, one side over the other, or you're light on the balls of the feet. Still just breathe nice and big, getting that heart rate going. Let's bring those hands up. Nice tight fist, remember, thumbs exposed, capping over the first 2 fingers, nice and tight. And start with your straight punches as you bounce or as you're stepping. So nice and light, nice and low, or bouncing on the balls of the feet if you're feeling good. Still straight, coming right towards the chin. Keep going. 3, 2, uppercuts, same thing. So now the palms are facing you, bringing that fist right past the chin. 4, 3, 2, and hook punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, right across the chin, knuckles facing up. A little breath out. 4, 3, 2, and pause. Good. Okay, now we're going to get the hips and the hamstrings, quads all loosened up for our kicking. So go ahead and take a nice wide stance, feet outside shoulder width, and let's go big breath in, and out slow, and again big in, and out slow. Okay, a lot of times whenever we kick, we strain the ribs and the obliques a lot, especially when we come to the side. So we're going to keep those feet wide, right hand on the hip, and go ahead and lean, looking up towards your free hand. Stretching all this in the side. Good, and switch. Okay, legs stay straight. Go ahead and reach forward, letting your hips shoot back to the rear. Chest stays tall as you feel this coming right down the hamstrings. Leaning forward, hold that there. 3, 2, 1, up nice and slow. Okay, now we're going to start some stretching kicks. These are not necessarily kicks you would use in combinations or in sparring, but this is mainly to loosen up the hip flexors and the hamstrings. So the first one is a straight leg rising kick. So go ahead and get into your fighting stance. Let's go left leg forward, feet shoulder width, hands are up, elbows down. Our standard fighting stance. So starting with the back leg, you're going to keep your leg locked, toes pulled back, and all you're going to do is swing your leg up. So it calls a straight leg rising kick. Come in up nice and high, pulling those toes back. You feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. Start low. As you get more comfortable, then you can slowly raise up the level. Nice and easy. Ready? Back leg. 1. Let the breath out and return. 2. And back. 3. And back. 1 straight line. 4. And back. 5. Good. Keep those hands up. 6. 7. 8. Good. Nice and high. 9. And 10. See if you remember the hop switch. Right to the other side forward. So now right leg forward, power leg is in the back. Straight leg rising kick, swinging it up. Don't forget to start low. And little by little you can bring it up to that max height. Ready, and 1, and back, 2, back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good, 9, and 10. Good, hop switch. Okay, crescent kick. Legs still stay straight. This is really gonna loosen up the hip. So right leg in the rear, your straight leg. It's gonna cross your center line, make a big crescent arch circle, and return. So if I start low, circular motion, toes staying up. Cross in the midline. So I have to go beyond my center and then open up. The higher you get, you can kind of move your body to get a little more range. So if I stay rigid, small circle. If I let my body move loose, bigger circle coming around. Okay, so take this one starting low. Back leg ready. 1, big circle. 2, 3, 4, nice big inside out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Good, hop switch. Okay, other leg, same thing, crossing the center line, open it up big, ready. 1, big circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, make sure you're breathing out. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and switch. Last kick, we're gonna do these 10 fast. This is your front snap kick, the one we hit in the last session. So, refresher, knee comes up, flicking, and return. Okay, ready. Each time I count, we're gonna do 2. So I say 1, low, touch, high, and back. Ready. 1, 1, and 2, and return. 2, low then high. 3, 2 more. 4, and 5. Last time hop switch. Same thing for each count. Low, touch, high, and back. Ready. 1, and return. 2, and back. 3, 4. Last one, 5. Okay, feet nice and wide. 2 more big breaths. Out. And again, in and out. Nice job. Take a quick break, and you can do this next tension drill holding on to something like a chair or a bar, or free to work on your balance. So go ahead and grab that if you need it. Take a quick water break. Nice job. Okay, so now we're going to start our slow and controlled tension workouts for our kicks. So we've covered the front snap kick, we've done the warm-up kicks like the front rising kick, the crescent kick, we've even gone over the side kick. So we're going to cover the turning kick now. Sometimes you might hear this referred to as the roundhouse. So sometimes people think the roundhouse is your spinning kick going around the house. Just basic roundhouse or turning kick is coming sideways. So you may snap or you might come through as you work. So either variation, we're going to focus on correct form. That way there's no injuries with the ankles or the knees, which are kind of most commonly injured with this kick. Okay? So starting with your balance object, if you like it. If not, it's good to do it without, because you're trying to grip with that bottom foot as you try to do your various techniques. But sometimes when I'm holding on to something, I can go even higher. So it's good to work on balance, but my height might be my chest. Whereas if I take balance out of the equation, I can sometimes go a lot higher. Okay? So it's good to switch this up as we go. So for the turning kick, you're gonna have one hand supporting your object. The other, find a general direction that you want to throw your kick. So to me, I'm gonna go right to a 45. Okay? So as you're holding your object, same principle applies to the side kick. The bottom foot toes are actually facing opposite direction. So my toes are pointing away, even though I'm kicking here. It lets my hips open up and it lets me pivot more to get that power. So your toes are pointed basically away from your kick where you're holding on to. I'm looking where I'm kicking, body stays sideways. So go ahead and try this. Get all your weight on your non-kicking leg, toes pointing towards your object or a wall. And then the kicking leg, you're up on the ball of the foot, nice and light. So for this, go ahead and lift your knee up. Now the tighter you get this, the better. So that the one line of your femur from hip to knee, that's going to point in the direction you're kicking. So if I have it like this, I'm kicking over here. I want to point that knee right where I want to kick. So all I have to do is extend and retract. Extend and retract. So your knee always points. If you're kicking low, the knee points low. And if I want to kick high, I have to try to get that knee even higher. Okay? So with your object, toes pointing towards, point that knee. If you're low, you're extending and back. If this is as high as you can go, that's just fine. When I have perfect form, toes pointed, knee locked, hip is extended and locked, glutes squeezed tight, one line from my shoulder, hip to the foot. This still feels a burn even if you're 6 inches off the ground, so don't worry about height just yet. We're going to do 10 reps, nice and slow. Go ahead and point your knee wherever you want to kick. Ready? 1, squeeze, full extension, and back. 2, squeeze, lock it out, and back. 3, lock it, and back. 4, and back. 5, squeeze, and back. 5 more. 1, and back. 2, and back. 3, squeeze, and back as high as you can. 2 more. 4, squeeze, and back. Last one, 5, squeeze, back, and down. Okay, got a little burn through your sides, your hip, and your glutes. That's just right. If it's burning more in the front, you might be coming toes up this way as opposed to sideways. Just a little trick to get up in the quads, to the hips and the glutes. Okay, same leg, even though we're fatigued. We're gonna go through the motion smooth. So from the ground, each time I yell go, knee comes up, kick, retract, and down. So if I say 1, knee up, out, in, and down as a smooth motion. Breathing out. And back, toes pointed. Let's go 10. Ready? 1, 2, knee up nice and high. 3, 4, 5. Good. One line. 6, 7, 8. Keep those bottom toes away. 9 and 10. All right, give a little shake out. Let's go with the other leg. Okay, same principle applies. Bottom foot, toes pointing towards where you're holding, opposite of where you're kicking. I'm gonna have my toes pointed, kicking leg. Even if you start down low, one line, leg locked, toes pointed to the locked knee, hip is straight. Now I say don't buckle. If you look in the mirror and you see this, get your hips in, one line. It's the real reason I wore the stripes today, so you can see one line down the side, right? So as I'm kicking, fully locked up towards the shoulder, looking over your shoulder, okay? Pick your spot where you want to kick, toes on the supporting leg pointed away. Let's take it slow. Go ahead and lift that leg up tight, knee. When you extend, fully point the toes and fully lock out the leg. Ready? 1, squeeze and back. 2, squeeze, back. 3, squeeze and back. 4, full extension, back. 5, squeeze, back. 6, squeeze, back. 4 more, out, squeeze, in. 3 more, squeeze, in. Last 2, squeeze it, back. Last 1, tight, in, and down. Very good. Give it a little shake out, and we have our 10 quick. Same principle, knee up, kick, retract, and down. Each time I say go, nice and smooth, snapping it out. Let's go for our 10. Ready? Position, and 1, and back. 2, let that breath out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, give it a little shake out, take another break. Nice job. Okay, last segment for the slow controlled kicks. You can have a seat, grab a mat if you need to, but this is going to finish up our control techniques. So the turning kick targeted the side, the glutes, outer of the hip, and the obliques. This is going to be for the quads, hip flexors, and lower abs. Okay, so we're going to burn these out, still with our tension workout, finish off with a quick speed drill, and then next time we're going to use these kicks in full-blown combinations, moving up and down the floor, one after the other, in full shadow boxing mode. Okay? So for this, you want both knees bent 90 degrees, and your arms, you're just arms straight, and you're leaning back. So you don't want to be laying down, but I'm just leaning back at a 45, so the main focus that we do can be on the legs. Okay? So let's start. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Anytime you need to rest, let that straight leg that we're working come down, take a breath, and then you can jump back in. This will burn a little bit, so make sure you're taking some deep breaths. Okay? Let's get started. First one, straight leg rise and kick, just like we did standing. 1 inch off the ground, up as high as you can. Ready? 1, 2, let that breath out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause at the bottom, keep it straight, side to side. 1, keeping the toes up. 2, 3, keeping those toes up. Focuses on the quads and the hip flexors and even the lower abs. 8, 9, 10. Pause, 1 inch up. Inside out press and kick, just like we did. Big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and big. 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10. Pause. Reverse crescent kick. Outside in. 1, 2. Toes still up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice and big. 8. 2 more. 9, 10. Burning. Last one. Knee in tight. Keep the knee in up towards the chest and push out and back. It's like doing a leg press. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5. Squeezing it out. 6, 7, and 8. 2 more. 9. Stick the last one. Hold it. Bring it up higher. Bring it up higher. And down. Give it a shake out. Very good. These always, when you do a lot of these, you might have some feeling in your legs walking the next day, but completely normal. All that means is higher kicks. So, the leg we just worked, tuck that knee up if you need to help it like I do, because it's fatigued. Arms back, extended 45. Same thing. Ready, legs straight, coming up. 1, 2, so you feel nice and light now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. Going outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice and big. 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Inside out circle. 1, 2. Let that breath out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And reverse. 1, 2. Nice and big. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knee in tight. Leg press. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Stick it. 10. Bring it up. Bring it up. And down. Whew. Nice job. Hopefully you got a burn. I'm burning. Okay, so before we move on to our last speed drill, we should stretch out what we just did. So, first off, you're going to enter almost a yoga style child's pose. Toes pointed, hips back and down, and stretch on forward. Just breathe. Okay, come nice and slow. One knee up, and you're just going to rock the hips forward, trying to extend the lower hip flexor. A couple big breaths. Back slow, and other side. Forward, so you open up that entire hip flexor and quad. Breathing through. Okay, take another break, get a drink of water. Last quick speed drill, and that'll be it for today. Nice job. All right, last speed drill. Hate to do it to you, but last about 60-second push. This will work the muscles we just worked. So don't be shocked if your legs are moving a little bit slower, but this is a good way to finish off. Straight leg rise and kick, just like the beginning. Crescent kick, just like the beginning. Snap kick, just the beginning. We are going to do only 10 of each kick, each leg, but it's going to be in aerobic format. So practice this real quick with me because we're going to be doing this a lot in the future segments. When I'm throwing my kick, if I do it as I'm grounded, kick, back all the way, kick, back all the way. There's only so fast that I can do this. If, after I kick, I only bring my foot down and touch it right next to the other foot. I don't come all the way back to the fighting stance. I throw it and I stop and touch it right next to the other one. Now, this lets me go 1, 2, 3, a little bit faster because I don't have to bring that leg all the way back. So as you kick, have it light right next to the other one so you can immediately fire it back up. Your base foot is light on the balls of the foot, almost like you're jumping rope. So as I kick, one touch, little bounce, 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 kick and kick and. So I'm on the ball of the foot, on the base foot, bouncing nice and light. Each time I kick, I only touch it equal to or just past my foot. I'm not going big back. Kick, light, Here we go. 10, 10, and 10. Right leg back. Ready. Front rise and kick for 10. 3, 2, 1, go. High, down. 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crescent kick right. Circle. 2. Keep bouncing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep bouncing. 8, 9. Snap kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High as you can. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's your aerobic pace kicking. We'll be adding on repetitions, adding on kicks, but that is our theme. Make sure you keep practicing that light. Balls of the foot, keep it bouncing. Every time you kick, you don't have to bring it all the way back. Tapping light, and that's your speed each time we do kicks and combinations aerobically. All right, that does it. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep practicing all these techniques. Videos 1, 2, and now 3, and I'll see you next time for our full floor hands and feet combination work. Nice job. I'll see you next time.